Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports.
And if there's an area of this man's play to keep an eye on in this game, it's his ability to not turn the ball over. We're looking for him to be careful with the football and not take unnecessary chances in the passing game. It's the Broncos going up against the Buccaneers. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in 0-3 and in desperate, desperate need of a win.
And out of the last 86 teams to start 0-3,
they'll look to throw. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Garrett Graham. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
when you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, and for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves...
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Major Wright. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. This And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Here we go now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Benny Fowler that time. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
All right, here we go. Green.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Airing it deep for Fowler. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. They'll look to throw here. Screen play, Anderson. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. At the end of one, 7-0 is our score. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it complete to Fowler. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Hey, the defense is in this game as well. They wanted to make it a tough 3rd down. They were able to do so on that last play, preventing a big gain.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Denver getting set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And a really good gain there on the post route. Partner, how do you know to go to that pass?
When you're running the ball effectively and the safety likes to dive up there to try and help tackle, that's when you want to hit him over the top with the post in the area he vacates.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a run with Anderson. Oh, look at the juke. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Broncos a 1st down.
C.J. Anderson may not be a Pro Bowl runner, but he knows how to run big in big games.
Yeah, he sort of sealed the Super Bowl for them in the 4th quarter. Big game against the Patriots last year on a Monday night, but only 720 yards all told in 2015. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. On the right side, caught by Green. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And caught, right side, Green. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. The 4-time Pro Bowler, Gerald McCoy. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. 20, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, 83 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps. But they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Joe McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class, and there's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Second down following the run. They come up in an offset eye. They'll set up. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Back to throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, and Denver getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Clinton McDonald in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Out of the gun now on third down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth.